Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the T-34-85M Tier 6 Premium Soviet medium tank. It's located on the north spawn of Himmelsdorf Encounter and it's under the command of the TheCrazyPlatypus. Well, in his last video you saw him have two excellent games in the T-34-85M. The last one being a Kolobanov winning medal game. This time round he's in the same vehicle but on the Himmelsdorf map in the Encounter, which is much more difficult to play. Okay, a number of tanks have decided to go up the hill. He's actually going to go on the ground towards the cap area. 85mm gun, capable of 180 alpha, penetrating 144mm of armor with standard ammo. And first tank he comes across is a Lux. It's a tier 6 game with tier 4 tanks in it. With the APCR ammo he can do 194mm of pen. T-67 can't get a shot. I think that Lux is not shooting because of course he doesn't want to get hit. Okay, M5. Easy hit. Low roll 156. Yeah, he doesn't want to go down the gap either. He's looking to try and take a shot from that lookout area there, but that's not going to work. This gun is very accurate, and even though he does get one pen, it's only for 36 hit points. Okay, the Lux is trying to be sneaky, and that doesn't help him. He gets a high roll for 199, and no more. Okay, M5 Stuart stopped to take a shot, and he's out the game. Yeah, bad decision. This thing is very accurate. The TheCrazyPlatypus takes no prisoners. He is going to wipe out anyone he can. You'll see he even makes moves like this. Okay. Remember the T-67's over the side of the map. And the enemy are near the cap area. Okay, let's get rid of this Lux first. Hello, Mr. Lux. Well, he made the right decision to pull back the way he did. Okay, bad decision there. Oh, that hit the rubble. In fact, it hit the wall, but he moves out and takes another round. And that one was for high roll for 183. Now, the enemy's not shooting him at the moment, but they might if they get the chance. The Lux just around the corner. Valentine 80 over there on the railway tracks. He's ignoring the Lux. The Lux has now been wiped out, taken out by the AMX ELC, and now we've got a T-37 at distance who suddenly realised he's being shot at. Okay, we're going to try and get closer. There's a T-67 to our left. Watch out. To our left. He's trying to shoot at the Valentine anti-tank, and he gets two good rounds in, and the T-37's firing at him. And one more kill shot, yes. 39, but the T-67 is to his left. And, well, he wasn't paying attention because the T-67 was actually just taken out by the T-28 on our team. Okay, there's two enemies tanks in the cap area. They're trying to defend it with tier 5s and tier 4s. Meanwhile, the up on top of the hill, it looks like we're winning that one. And one round goes into the Matilda Black Prince. Now remember, this tank does or can bounce rounds off the front plate. Can't get a shot at the Cromwell, he's the other side, but he can. Oh, we blocked a shot there with our tracks and bounced around. And again, one round into the Matilda again. We're blocking shots like mad. Oh, we took a couple of pens there. And the Matilda, well, he's still firing AP. Yep, blocking shots. That one went into the Matilda. He's got the 2-pounder. And that one went into the Matilda as well. He fires one into our tracks. And this is a kill shot? No, he actually hit the tracks. Got to pick the right spot. The Matilda knows he's low on hit points now. And even though we're getting hit in the tracks, I think we need to address that Cromwell. And no, we didn't get a hit, but he's actually firing 8 cheerers now, rather the Cromwell is. And second one in. Low roll. Can he get a kill shot? Yes, he does. Meanwhile, the Matilda and the Black Prince have actually given us almost a steel wall. Okay, we got fired on by Lux, who's retreating over there. Is that the same Lux? No, it's not. It's a different one. But we can get a shot into him. No, didn't get it. It looks like he's got the stock turret with the 2cm gun. But it's not the 2cm that was firing at us. Okay. There's only 4 enemies left, 3 on our team. We can get around the corner. The Matilda's near the cap. He's a one-shot. So I'd say he's the first one to kill, the Lux being the second. Okay, they're expecting us to come around the corner. An acute angle will actually help to block the shots if they hit the front of the vehicle. Of course, they will probably aim for the tracks. Now we're down to just... Oh, it's just... TheCrazyPlatypus left on our team. Everyone else has been wiped out. Yes, it is that is the 20cm gun. The stock turret. He gets a second shot in, a high roll, 186. Watch out behind you. And he kills the Lux, but the Black Prince is still supposed to be behind us. He's not there. Okay, so we've got 3 enemy tanks left, a KV-1. Until the Black Prince, there he is, he's gone. Now it's just a KV-1 and a T-28. Now, they will be coming down this way. The enemy did win the hill after all. I thought it was going to be our team who won it, but no. They finally managed to wipe our team out up there. But we're looking to see, can we find the KV-1 and the T-28? Or have they decided to come down a different way? He's still got 1/3 of his health. He doesn't want to start capping. Although, to be honest, I think if he did cap, it might tempt the others to come down and try and get a reset. This is the awkward moments where you know you're carrying your team on your back. 5 kills, 1 more kill, and he gets the top gun. He's almost thinking about setting up a barrier of dead tanks, wrecks, to provide him with some cushion to hide behind. It's actually quite a valid tactic. Especially if it's an enemy tank, you're doing it to it. Okay, there's the T-28. 1 shot, he's out. So it's now 1-on-1 with a heavy. Now, do we know how many hit points he's got? Well, according to the list, he's got 650 hit points, which means he is fairly healthy. Now, he's got the 76mm gun or an 85mm gun. If he's got the 85, we can only take 2 shots. If he's got the 122, he can wipe us out with 1 round. If he's got the 76mm, well, it will take at least 3 shots to take us down. Okay, he's almost trying to ambush him. Yeah, there's the KV-1. First shot goes into the tracks. He's coming straight on towards us. Second shot goes in. High roll, 185. He's taking aim. Now, do we know which gun he's got? It looks like the 76. It is the 76 or the 57, is it? He's down to 87 hit points. Well, we lost 86 hit points. It could be the 57mm. Very unusual to see 57. And that wins the game. And his gun's up and he's happy. Well, yet again, the TheCrazyPlatypus wins the game for his team, and he came away with an ace tanker out of that one, a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, shellproof for blocking more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, a bruised medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, in fact he got 9, and a hand of God for surviving the battle and received damage from 4 different enemy tanks. He also got a cool-headed for surviving at least 10 ricochets or non-penetrating shots in a row, and I think that's courtesy of the Matilda and the Black Prince, who were both sitting there shooting rounds into his tracks, and actually they also gave him the steel wall. The high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, a top gun for getting at least 6 kills. He actually ended up with 7, one short of getting a Radley's, and of course that steel wall for blocking at least 11 hits or surviving the battle, having received 11 hits rather than block the most damage in the game. His win rate from that one, 16,873. That's super unicum and a lot more. Very few players actually get that sort of average. And remember, TheCrazyPlatypus has been playing the T-34-85 a lot, so he is getting high averages. Let's have a look at team score. Highest damage was 4,149 hit points of damage. The second highest damage in the game turned out to be the Wolverine on his team with 1,793, and that's less than half the damage that the TheCrazyPlatypus managed to get. The third highest damage was the KV-1 he took down at the end. I'm pretty certain he was actually firing the 57mm and not the 76mm. It's a bit surprising, to be honest, but sometimes it is a valid gun to use, the 57mm, because it's got a wicked fire rate, but that guy didn't seem to be firing very quickly. In fact, he hardly seemed to be firing at all, and I guess that he probably was a bit of I'd say it was a bit of a noob. He didn't know what he was doing with the KV-1. Otherwise, he wouldn't have played it the way he did. Anyway, when it came to kills, we've got the TheCrazyPlatypus with 7 kills. 3 kills went to the Wolverine. 2 kills went to the T-28 on his team, who also managed to get a Leather Slaves medal because, of course, he took out higher tier opponents because he's only tier 4, but he was taking out tier 5 and tier 6 opponents. And on the enemy team, the KV-1 qualified, so did the Cromwell, the T-37, the Lux, and the Matilda Black Prince. When it came to base XP, it's all the TheCrazyPlatypus. Look at that, 1,754. The nearest or the next highest player was the Wolverine, and he had less than half the base XP that the TheCrazyPlatypus managed. 899 went to him, and the next highest after that was in fact the Cromwell on the enemy team with 475. Wow, that's a big difference overall, from 475 all the way up to 1,754. Let's have a look at detail. 40 shots fired, 30 direct hits on the enemy, 27 penetrations, 4,149 hit points, all of it at close range. 55 hits received, only 14 of those penetrated, 14 non-penetrations, again, courtesy of that Matilda and the Black Prince. Between them, they much just kept firing into the tracks to try and keep the TheCrazyPlatypus immobilized. I guess they had the feeling that the Cromwell would actually come in and try and shoot him in the side, but the Cromwell was only firing HE, which was a bit disappointing, really, because you'd think that the Cromwell would be firing a lot more powerful rounds into the side, 76mm rounds. But anyway, it didn't work out that way. He also received 1 hit by way of splash damage. Well, some of the rounds that were hitting him were HE, and those were from the Cromwell. 2,020 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 3 enemy vehicles spotted, 10 enemy vehicles damaged, 7 killed, and he also got 1 defense points when he reset the cap. He earned 90,572 credits on a premium account, and after repair, ammunition, resupply, and consumables, and he's using less premium ammo now because he is getting good results, 44,904 credits profit, 2,631 XP for the battle, 789 for this being a premium vehicle, and 3,420 experience points altogether. That's not the only replay he's sent in. In fact, he's sent in a lot of replays, but nearly all of them are really good, so well worth watching. We've got another replay for you to have a look at straight away, so let's go to it. In this replay, the TheCrazyPlatypus is on the highway map, which is, I've always thought, a representation of the American Midwest with the tornadoes, and he's still in his T-34-85M. Game on. He must be getting close to getting his 3rd mark by now. Now, the T-34-85M is very versatile. As I said, I've actually taken this thing out and wolfpack with other teammates, and it really can be devastating. You come across an enemy tank, and there's 3 or 4 T-34s all working together. Then one might track them, and the rest will just tear them to shreds before they can do anything about it. And it makes it very difficult for the enemy because they aim at the one that tracks them, but they forget that there's the other ones there, and they just get eviscerated very quickly. Okay, Panzer IV Ausführung H, 2 shots in, and the second one he gets 165. It's a low roll, but that guy's out of the game. It's almost like he's doing a spotter's job here. He's acting like a light tank. He's spotting the enemy for his teammates. Okay, the Hetzer stopped. And, oh, AMD. Go for him. Nice. Gets a low roll, but it's only 179. He's going for the Hetzer instead. Gets a low roll again, 171. And he's pulled back behind cover. The reload time for this gun is 4.99 seconds by the book. You can see that the TheCrazyPlatypus has got it down to 4.27. So he has shaved about half a second or so off the reload time. These guys are very reluctant to move further on, mainly because they're seeing their teammates torn to pieces. Oh yes, another good hit, this time on the Stug 3 Ausführung B. And there's a Nashorn there. Oh, definitely go for the Nashorn. He's got the 88mm gun. At least I think he's got the 88. Oh, that one hit the road. I'm not sure if we're getting a second chance. No. Yeah, the enemy's not having a very good game here. They can't really move up, because if they do, they get shot in the side. Okay, TheCrazyPlatypus is still doing his spotting job for his team. He's not going to go any further, because there could be tank destroyers up on top of the hill. Watching out, there's a Stug 3 Ausführung G somewhere near their cap. He's been spotted. Doesn't really want to get hit by that guy with a 75mm gun. There's the Striv M4257. Over there we've got the KV-1SA. We can hit him, but we won't get spotted. Oh, the shell went well over the top of him. You can see long range accuracy is a bit of a problem. That's better. Back of the turret. You can see where it hit. Hit it again. Yes, another one in the turret. Oh, and there goes the kill shot for the Churchill 1. But did we get spotted? No, we didn't. Even though there's enemy tanks fairly close by. In fact, there's a T-28E with the F-30 gun. That's an 85mm gun on a Tier 4 Soviet tank. There's the Stug 3. He's up on top of the hill. He's marked him for our teammates. And we can see the AMD pulling back. Oh, we did get spotted. Okay, he needs to get into cover quick, because he might get attacked by more than one tank at the same time. Okay, he's coming up between them. The Striv is probably the one who's going to want to try and hit him. The Striv's got a 75mm with 4 shots. Yeah, it is the Striv. Would be, wouldn't it? You'd hit him in the tracks. Now, he's got a much faster fire rate, but he is an automatic. Whereas the thing is that TheCrazyPlatypus isn't. He's in single shot. But he has got long reload time, the Striv M4257. Hello! That's one. Oh, hit the tracks and it's tracked him. And he burned his repair kit, so he can't do that again. And now he's a one-shot. Okay, go for it. Ram him. Oh, he should have rammed him there. He took another 75mm round. And he had to burn his first aid kit there. Okay, so he's still all the T-28's behind him. He's marked him. He really is doing a spotter's job here. Fantastic work. And there's the Skoda. Now he's probably got the 88mm gun. It is a premium tank, actually, if I remember correctly, isn't it? It is. Yes, it is an 88mm gun, 220 Alpha. And that's the second one in. 2 shots to kill. He does get 1 pen. And unfortunately, that shell went over the top. And now we've got a patrol duty. And one through his front plate, and he goes down. There's only 4 enemies left. One of them is in the town. That's the Panzer 38-85M. There's the VK-3001P behind that house, and that's the destructible house. So we can hit it. No, doesn't get the hit there, but he's getting closer. There he is. Oh, nice hit. Only 150 though, it's a low roll, and he doesn't get the kill shot. The Nashorn in sight again. 1 shot, and he's got the kill. That's his second kill of the game. Okay, so that Panzer 38, He hasn't been seen since he was in the town, so he's probably still in there. Now, we could cap, but more than likely he's just not going to come back because he's up against a horde of other tanks. It might be worth a quick drive into the town centre just to try and find him. TheCrazyPlatypus is working on the basis that he's actually come back to this area. I'm not so sure he's here. No. Oh, he is! He was right! He did come back! Grab kill! Got him! Clever guy! I didn't reckon that he'd come back. Well, I have to say, TheCrazyPlatypus had that one worked out. I didn't. I thought the Panzer Achtung would have been actually in the town. Turned out he had come back and he was hiding in the bushes behind the cap area. So very well worked out by TheCrazyPlatypus. He picked up an ace tanker in that game. He also got a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage. He got a fire effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 6. He got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle again, and a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And because he was acting as a spotter, stroke light tank almost in this game, well, it wasn't a light tank, he was a medium, but it just shows how versatile the T-34-85M can be. He actually got a patrol duty in this game for spotting at least 6 enemy tanks and being the only one spotting them whilst they were damaged. His win rate, this one, wasn't as high as the last time, but it's still high. 8,628. That's a very high score anyway for a T-34-85M, and it was a very good battle. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he did get the highest damage with 2,933 in this one. Second highest damage was that Skoda T40 with the 88mm gun. He got 1,584, and some of that belonged to the TheCrazyPlatypus, actually, unfortunately. And the Churchill got the third highest damage with 1,493. When it came to kills, well, it was shared here because the TheCrazyPlatypus got 3, so did the Churchill 3, so did the Achilles. And when it came to base XP, he's got that one as well. So he's got the top in all 3 columns again. 1,640 for that game, 1,183 for the Churchill 3, and the next highest was the Achilles, who only got 654, and that's more than that's less than half the amount that TheCrazyPlatypus got. Yeah, so let's have a look at detail. He fired 31 rounds in this game, got 19 direct hits on the enemy, 17 penetrations, damage of 2,933 hit points, of which 1,398 were at more than 300 meters. Those difficult shots firing into the town, yeah, that just goes to show really the T-34-85mm, well, the 85mm is not that great at long range. It's a bit inaccurate, you might say. He did receive 8 hits from the enemy, 4 of them penned, 4 non-pens, and 280 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 5 enemy vehicles spotted, 10 enemy vehicles damaged again, but only 3 kills this time. 1,977 hit points of spotting assist. He earned 54,888 credits on a free-to-play account, got 55,000 for completing a mission and events, 109,888 credits altogether. After repair and ammunition resupply, again with fairly cheap ammo, 77,634 credits profit on a free-to-play. That's very good. 1,640 base XP, 328 for being a premium vehicle, and 1,968 experience points altogether. Still on the road to getting his 3rd mark, but it won't be long at this rate that he does get it. He is getting superb battles. And this is not the only replay he sent in. Again, I said he has sent in more, and we will be doing more videos in the next couple of days, so you get to enjoy some of the really great battles he's had over the past couple of months. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.